30-year-old geologist has been attacked by a pack of wild dogs and had to run with a mask on through dust storms while crossing the Gobi Desert. All this as well as the more mundane task of carrying a heavy pack over rough terrain for an average of 20 miles a day.
In 1754, William Stukeley wrote of Hadrian's Wall, "This mighty wall of 80 miles in length is only exceeded by the Chinese Wall." The link between these two walls of vastly different lengths is my stepping stone story. John Collingwood Bruce, author of The Roman Wall, wrote, "He who contemplates a pilgrimage per lineam valley along the wall will not enter lightly upon such an enterprise." It remains about 80 miles in length from end to end. As with the most worthwhile journeys, it's not reaching the end that's important. It's what the journey leads to itself, to a greater end. My means was running, for body and mind, exhilaration and discipline. I trained hard, day after day, morning, noon and night. I raced on Saturdays. I kept going week by week, month by month, come hell or high water, year after year. I loved running in wild places most of all, the forest, mountains, moorland. In 1984, out of the blue, my brother Nick said, "Let's run Hadrian's Wall." So I planned a route. I went ultralight. Apart from the clothing that I stood up in, all I carried was a water bottle, my map, the latest edition of John Collingwood Bruce's Handbook to the Roman Wall, and to record the run, a few pages ripped from a notebook bound with a safety pin. And my tiny camera, wrapped up in a change of socks. Off we ran. It was a long weekend's run, starting Saturday at dawn. And on the Sunday, Nick said to me, "Hey Will, you should do the same thing on the Great Wall." We reached Bowness-on-Solway, the western end of Hadrian's Wall, on the Monday morning and had a beer in the King's Arms pub to celebrate. I took my map to the village post office. I asked for a souvenir postmark. Right on the map. The postmistress obliged and asked me, "What's next? Land's End to John O'Groats?" "No," I replied, "the Great Wall of China." Without Hadrian's Wall, my childhood dream of the Great Wall might have lain dormant. At Hadrian's Wall in 1984, it rejuvenated at the perfect time. It pointed me east to Deng Xiaoping's open-door China of the 1980s, towards the Great Wall. There is an affliction known as wall fever. It is a healthy and rewarding pursuit, wrote the outdoorsman Alfred Wainwright. My wall fever was only just beginning. I set about planning and getting support for my adventure of a lifetime.